Hello everybody, this is Gareth Cahoon Speaks back here with another video. I'd like you to hit the subscribe bar, give me a thumbs up if you like the video, or hit the notification bell to be notified when I post my next post. Or otherwise you can donate to my ministry and the charities that I support at garethcahoon3@gmail.com on PayPal. We've seen incredible revival, nearly 70 inmates transformed by the power of Weve. Dozens of inmates at a Florida jail are experiencing God's transformational power and starting new lives in the Messiah after the sheriff's office opened its doors to local churches. First Apostle Church of Defuic Springs recently partnered with New Life Church of Santa Rosa Beach to conduct mass baptisms while working with the Walton County Sheriff's Office. The jail ministry focuses on rehabilitating and discipling inmates to not only redirect but also completely change their lives. A recent baptism event gave them a chance to take a step of faith, making their internal change visible to others. Our mantra, if you will, has always been recovery, not recidivism. And what I mean by that is trying to find a better life, trying to make men and women who are incarcerated in our jails better people and introducing them to the Lord. And then being baptized is sort of a rebirth for them. Corby Dorbrida Nia, the Public Information Officer for Walton County Sheriff's Office, said Reverend Jonathan King from First Apostolic Church serves as a voluntary chaplain at the Walton County Jail, and he shares that goal. The beauty of jail ministry to me is that we are able to minister to these people that are just truly at their bottom, and the Lord is doing incredible things in their lives. He said, and so we've had some of them that have gotten out and come to church, and the Lord's changing their life, and they're a part of our church today. And I'm excited about the fact that God is reaching into the lives and making a difference. And it's not just recidivism, it's not just keeping them from going back to jail, it's actually changing their life and their families and impacting a whole generation by what God is doing with them in the jail. King said more than 70 inmates wanted to be baptized, but the jail is limited to only 70 authorized baptism uniforms. One inmate did not show at the recent ceremony, however. The 69 who did were baptized, 48 men and 21 women. New Life Church of Santa Rosa Beach has also experienced some unprecedented numbers and witnessed lives transformed at other ceremonies. We baptized 58 women across 2 baptism events at the women's jail, as well as 15 boys at a juvenile detention centre. Amanda Merritt, Pastor Sean Baker's executive assistant at New Life Church, said, God is still in the miracle business. Stream CBN's new film investigating the supernatural miracles at cbnnews.com. New Life Church provides many programs to help men and women continue their recovery when released from jail. Our ministry provides immediate support for women upon their release, including transportation, temporary housing and connections to life-giving programs. Merritt added many of the women go on to thrive in programs such as A Path of Grace and Freedom Life Compass, attend our partnering classes, participate in Celebrate Recovery and become part of the New Life Church family. We also have several encouraging success stories with men after their release, although follow-up can sometimes be more challenging due to restrictions. King proclaims that recovery ministry is not just for the incarcerated men and women, but for everyone. There's all the myriads of trouble, all criminal acts, like everything you can imagine. We baptize many of them with the worst of the worst. And to the eyes of the Lord, and really honestly to me, to the eyes of those who are ministering to them, one is not worse than the other. We are all sinners. We've all fallen short, but God gives us all an opportunity to be made new. King, who is the senior pastor of First Apostle Church of Phoenix Springs, shares this message of recovery with his church preaching transformation through the Messiah. I pastor a church that is very recovery driven, King explained. In fact, we've seen incredible revival because we embraced people that didn't have it all together and who were a little bit of a train wreck sometimes, but the culture of our church has accepted them the way they are. He continued, I introduce you to people who, if you would have seen them a year ago, if you would have seen them 2 years ago, you wouldn't recognize them today because God has transformed their life. And that's a beautiful thing, but that doesn't happen in a vacuum. It requires the church being the church. While revival occurs at First Apostolic Church, Pastor King boldly holds that the revival is not exclusive but open to all who are willing to seek the heart of the Father. I believe that we are in the midst of an incredible revival in America because we have a generation of believers who are saying we don't care what you've done, we don't care what you look like, we don't care what your past is. If Jesus will accept you and make you new, then we'll accept you and treat you like you're new, King passionately declared. Jesus taught it, you know it. He gave those 3 parables about the lost coin, the lost sheep, and the lost boy. And he says to the kingdom of heaven is like the one who goes and looks for those lost things. And ultimately we need to remember that that's the call of God on our lives. We are to seek the lost things, the lost coin, the lost sheep, and the lost boy. And you know, why would we be surprised about a shepherd who leaves the 99 and goes looking for the one? Why would we be surprised by the one who lost one coin and turns the house upside down to find the lost one? Why would we be surprised by the father who's so invested in getting the lost son back? And the truth is that the Father's heart, and when the church demonstrates the Father's heart, then we get to see the Father's revival, Pastor King added. This is a wonderful story of redemption, and there can only be redemption in the name of one man who became God, and that is the Messiah, Yeshua HaMashiach, Jesus Christ the Lord. Shalom, Maranatha, and Hallelujah.